guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bree, and in today's video I'll be setting up my July goals. July is also the beginning of the third quarter, which means we will also be setting up our Q3 goals. So let's go ahead and start. Usually for videos like this, I like to do a quick recap of what my yearly goals were, and then I will look at the current quarter before working on the next quarter. So in 2026, my goals were to grow my net worth to $550,000, lower our spending rate net from 65% to 60%. So by net, I mean net income. Last year we spent 65% of our net income, and this year our goal is to spend 60% of our net income. And then my third goal is to increase our saving rate from 35 to 40. Last year we saved 35% of our net income. This year our goal is to save. We saved 35%, and then this year our goal is to save 40%. I'm not sure that is happening. We're going to make it, because this year is shaping to be a lot more expensive year than last year, just because of a lot of things happening. We're going on vacation. My middle son is getting a car. We are moving our oldest one into his dorm. So once the dust has settled on all those expenses, I'll be curious to see where we are. And then my last goal is to use a conscious spending mindset to decrease our spending, meaning pausing before every non-essential purchase, using the no spend challenge tracking religiously, and then choosing alignment over impulse and spending on what really matters. Yeah, so that is my 2026 financial goals. Now let's flip to my Q2, since we are technically still in Q2. So in Q2, my goals were to grow my net worth to $500,000, which we did, and then lower our spending rate by 3%, increase our saving rate by 3%, and maintain, keep using the conscious spending mindset. So that is my Q2 goals. Now flipping to July, let me get my Q3 goal planner and my goal planning sheet, and we can start. I'm gonna go back to Q2. Okay. So Q3, let's see. Q2 is to grow my net worth to $500,000, which I did. I actually reached 500,000. I think it was in May. Yeah, I reached 500,000 in May. However, the market this month has not been. No, this was April. Yeah, this was April. Yeah. So I reached 500,000 in April, and then end of May it was 532. However, in June right now it went down. It's currently at 527, I want to say. So I'm gonna grow my net worth to 565. Yeah, 565. Which is about 40K ish more than where it is right now. I think right now it's at 527 or 525. Okay. And then lower our spending rate. We're going to continue trying to lower our spending rate. and I'm gonna keep it at 3% and increase our savings rate by 3%, and then conscious spending. Okay, action step, automated savings, obviously. Automated investing, yeah. And I think that's it. And then lower our spending rate, grocery spending. Lower grocery spending. Grocery spending should go down by the end of August, just because one of our kids is going to college, so we should hopefully starting to spend less on groceries, but who knows. Okay, continue watching our spending. I mean, we do have my daughter who's turning 10, so she will be a teenager or twin pretty soon. I mean, yeah, so she may start eating more. Okay, increase our savings rate by 3%. Action step, continue doing my savings challenges. Continue maxing out. Continue maxing out all the pre-tax account. Okay, conscious spending, low buy, and then value-based purchasing decision. Okay, so that is my Q3 goal. Now let's move on to my July monthly goals. So in July, I have my cheat sheet over here. So in July, I'm hoping that my net worth will get to 535. I think in June, let's see, April, May, June. In June, yeah, I had put 533,000, but that's not gonna happen just because the market went down. So I'm hoping it will reverse its course in July and get to 535. And action step, yes, doing 401k our usual 1,760, and then I have my 401k match, which is 352. Then I have my HSA, which is 300, and that is a total of 2,412, and a higher market appreciation. Done June. Okay, so that is it for my net worth. Let's see. Let's do the rate, the market appreciation rate. So right now it's at 525 or 527, but let's just pretend that we have a few more days of trading in the month, so I'm going to go with the assumption that it's gonna keep going down to 525. So in July, I'm hoping to get 10,000. 7,588. That is a 1.45 appreciation. 1.45 appreciation rate. Okay, so that's it for my net worth. Let's do spending rate. So spending rate and saving rate, I'm going to do so I have prior year versus this year. So last year we spent our net income last year was, let's try to zoom in a little bit. There you go. So last year our net income was 10,876.30, and we spent 74.48% and saved 25.52%. This year our net income is 12,903.71, and we are hoping to spend 59.28 and spend 40.72% of our net income. However, if we look at the dollar like expenses, last year we spent $8,100, and this year we are hoping to spend $7,650, which means we are trying to lower our spending by $450 or by 5.55%. So there is twofold. There is our expenses this year versus our expenses last year, and there is our expenses based on our net income versus our expenses based on our net income last year. So with all that said, I'm going to put down spending rate down by 5.57 compared to 2025, and also a net spending rate of 60% compared to 74% in 2025. And I ran out of room. So action step. So what are we doing this year that's going to make our expenses go down by $450? One thing we are doing, we are spending less in groceries. Instead of $700, we are planning to spend $400, and it's just because we are going on vacation. So we are going to be spending less in groceries, and the rest is all increases. Yeah. So in our total living expenses, we will be spending about $100 less. And then education, there's no trip, there's no schools, so there's no change over here. We're actually spending slightly more this year than last year. We are also saving on gas, just on not gas, transportation. We are no longer using toll. Well, we are still using toll, but not as often as we used to. And also gas, well, I can't really say gas is going to go down because it's not the gas price that's going to go down. It's us not just buying gas because we are going on vacation. So here we are saving $273, and that's pretty much it. It's on living expenses and transportation that we are going to be saving on. So spending rate, living expenses will go down by 1%. Yeah, by $100. And transportation down. This is where the biggest saving is. 273 or 40%. Down by 275. Okay. So savings rate up by but last year we saved 2,775 and 27 cents. This year we are planning to save 5,254 and 31 cents, mainly due to the decrease in expenses and also the increase in net income. As you can see, our net income last year was 10,876 and 30 cents, and this year our net income is 12,903 and 71 cents. So there's a big increase in our net income, and there's also some savings in our total monthly spending. So saving rate up by 89%. Lower spending. Lower spending amount and a higher net income. Okay, and that is it for my savings rate, and the last one is conscious spending. I don't know how much conscious spending we can do this month because we are going to be on vacation. So we are going to try to stay on track or get back on track. I don't know. Try to stay on track. Yeah, summer tends to be very difficult for us. Summer tends to be difficult because the kids are on summer break. The weather is beautiful, and it just want to make you go outside, and it just wants to make you go outside. So this conscious spending in summer, it's very difficult for us, and I think what I might end up doing, similar to how I have a family fund line in our monthly, I wonder if I should do like a summer fund and fund that throughout the year, so by the time summer is here, we have the money. Yeah, I might have to do that. I might have to have like a summer fund. Yeah, that's a good idea actually. I might have a summer fund because then we can spread the expenses throughout the year and keep just funding that envelope. But yeah, but anyway, so this is going to be it for this video, you guys. There you go, my Q3 goals, my monthly goals, and we are good to go. Okay, so yeah, so that's it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for always taking the time out of your day to come hang out with me. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, leave a comment below, subscribe if you like what you see on my channel, and let me know what your Q3 goals are going to be for the next 3 months. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye, and happy savings.